Well, hello everyone. Hope this new video finds you all well. Uh, Crazy things are happening right now around the world, Well, we can call it crazy, kind of odd, but yeah, the weather is showing their worst side, I think, in centuries as far as cold weather and I don't know so far hot weather, but yeah, there being wildfires as well. So anyways, we're gonna talk about the astrological axis of the 12 houses. This is psychological astrology, so understanding the astrological dynamics of the 12 houses. Um, it's not well known that there are axes as far as we have in the natal chart when we observe only one sign, but we have to keep in mind and consider it the opposite sign. So this is an axis, called an axis. So we have 6 axes and 12 sides. So we're going to study these today. And so you have a better understanding of your own natal chart when we talk about axes. So, for example, if you overlook your first house, you have to also observe what is in the opposite, which is the seventh, which is we start with the first axis, so to speak. This is the axis 1, 7, house 1, house 7. And this is the axis of the encounter axis. So, the U and I axis, first house, seventh house. So the encounter goes both ways, with oneself and with one another. The axis of relationships of all sorts, of course. But this is because the first house belongs to Aries, which is you or I in this case. And it's ruled by the planet of Mars, which is a very strong planet and very outgoing, moving forward. They like things for yesterday, not for today. So it's kind of impatient there. But if we go to the opposite, we have Libra, which is kind of tame it, a bit of looking all the time for a sort of balance, which is ruled by Venus, but this is the Uranian Venus. So this is the axis of the encounter between what I want and what you want, what I project in the other and what the other project in me. Okay, so this is important. The first axis is the axis 1, 7, house 1, house 7. Now, the second axis belongs to the second house, of course, and it's projected in the eighth house and vice versa, the eighth to the second and the second to the eighth. Now, this is the economic or financial axis. It means that my values, second house, my assets, my possessions, second house, which is ruled by Venus and the sign of Taurus. And this is a very strong earthly sign, it's fixed sign, okay? Uh, and the obligations ensure possessions with one another. Eighth house, ruled by Pluto or Mars in traditional astrology, which belongs to the sign of um, Scorpio. It's a water sign, and Taurus is earth sign. So if we relate to the elements in here, okay? So meaning that his or her or their values, assets, and possessions, and that are somehow or somewhere eighth house benefits me, second house. So this is a very, very important axis. So whatever you have in the eighth sign, in the eighth house, is projected into the second house. Okay, so this could be beneficial for you. Either way, you have to check both. Okay, this is an axis. Not just for synastries or when we do things like that for educational purposes on your observation of your own natal chart. Now, the third axis is the house 3, of course, third house, and the ninth house. And this is the axis of the environment or surrounding axis. What does it mean, environment or surrounding axis? It means that the third house belongs to Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, and it actually observes through the or along the first stage in life, second stage in life, primary school, my neighbors, relationship with my more close people, in my environment, uh, familiar environment, or my surrounding, which is my neighbors, my neighbor, my neighbors, my neighbor, and my neighborhood. So the common mind, which is Mercury, you know, and an elevated or higher mind, which is Jupiter and Sagittarius in the ninth house. So the thinking axis, this is could be called also the thinking axis, third house, my thoughts, and the ninth house, my very ambitions, beliefs, and philosophies. Because Sagittarius and the ninth house is the expansion of the mind with Jupiter ruling that sign in that house in the ninth, and it also belongs to the higher education. So that axis is very important when it comes also to how I'm gonna be recognized in life, possibly, and when I complete my basic studies, and that. So it's a really nice axis that we have to observe in our natal chart. So now the fourth axis is belongs to the fourth house, of course, and that is projected into the 10th house or vice versa, 10 to the 4. And why I say vice versa here is very important, because when you have a very strong fourth house, when you go up into society, which is 10th house, and you have some kind of hardship or turmoil, you lose your job, your home, whatever, you fell right into the fourth house back. So if your fourth house, your family of origin, and the base you have there is not firm, strong, structured, that could support you, the fall, um, it could be very dramatic. I will say, if falling from the 10th, you go straight down to the fourth, and you or we need a great support, a support cushion there, mattress to bounce back on track. Otherwise, we'll end up like Humpy Dumpy, right? Okay, then. The fourth house, family of origin, communities and traditions, the familiar things, and that known. This is that known because it belongs to Cancer, um, native Cancer, of course, and it's ruled by the moon, which is the mother side or the familiar side, the roots, where we come from. So, 10th house, my personal goals in the outside world, the interaction with society, and what I can bring to add more value to it. This is the unknown world, which is ruled by Saturn and the native sign of Capricorn, which is a bit harsh there, kind of like very dry kind of thing. Okay, so now the fifth axis belongs to the fifth house and projected into the 11th house, or vice versa. And this is the axis that is represented by the most intimate relationships, or the most intimate relations axis. Okay, my very own community, my elected group of friends or acquaintances, alike. It has to be alike, 11th house, Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, but traditionally it was a fixed sign of, again, Saturn. So here the admission is reserved, okay, and the 11th house. So goes hand to hand with the fifth house, which is my most intimate relationships, pure romance and love. Fifth house is ruled by the sun itself and belongs to Leo. And the fifth house represents our hearts, literally, the way we love and feel. And the 11th house, our most selected group of or individuals that can be called friends, but like-minded people. It's not just anybody. So it's truly an honor to be part of someone's elected group of friends in the 11th house. Friends of pure light by free election, that special individual that we allow to be part of our active life experience by choice. Okay, so this is a very, very important axis in our natal chart. Okay, and now the sixth axis belongs to the sixth house, projected into the 12th house, or vice versa. And this is the daily so-called routine axis. But the daily basis axis belongs to the sixth house. I'm sorry, because it's mostly about whatever is in the quotidian activities in our lives, and like my job, my working place, things that I do daily and in and out of my house, you know. And the 12th house represents, on the opposite axis of the sixth house, the daily routines of the soul, our soul, the being, uh, uh, as a human being, actually, the spiritual side of our daily life routines that possibly have a higher meaning for us. It's not just vague things, like going to work or brush our hairs or pet our pets. So this has a very higher meaning for us. And this is the six axis. So we see we have actually six axes, but it's a merge or share with the 12 sides. And we have to always take in consideration the traditional planets as well as the modern planets, which are the transpersonal. When we observe these in any part of our natal chart, just don't go with the tropical. Always explore both, because it has a lot of resemblance and relationship. For instance, here, if we observe the sixth house, which is Virgo, and it's ruled by Mercury, either traditional or tropical. But the 12th house, it's Pisces, and it's ruled by modern astrology, the transpersonal planet, which is Neptune. But in the ancient astrology, traditional astrology, it was ruled by Jupiter, and as well as the energy of Jupiter, which is expansion. Uh, Neptune holds the same kind of energy, expands, but gets into a void, like can it lost and merge or melt, So it's always good to explore both sides of the story, not just stick with one. As far as I can tell from my own experience studying astrology. So, anyways, this is just a very short video about the axis, which is really important to keep in mind and consider when you explore, observe, study your own natal chart, as well as for others if you work with astrology too. It's for educational, academical purposes. And I want to also touch a very important topic that is taking place right now, aside from the small video or class, as you can observe. Um, it's about the events that are happening right now in the world, which is an important note that I would like to add, because when we see our natal chart in depth, it's important to check the opposite sign, as I said, in the axis, okay? And the planets in transit or natal that are or could be making crucial aspects that are getting reflected in our daily life currently, because I said transit. And as of today, the current major and important aspect in the sky, one of them is Neptune traveling hand to hand with Saturn, and they are leaving the sign of Pisces. They're at the 29th degree, shifting signs into Aries, reflecting major catastrophic events for a while, as you already know. Keep in mind that the very last degrees are extremely powerful in the natal chart. It doesn't matter, personal or planetary chart. Okay, and there will be always major exit events from the planets that are leaving a sign in general, but Pisces is the strongest. Why? Because it represents the past, It's the transgeneration, it's history, it's the memory cell, okay? And Aries represents the future. It's the new beginning, the start, the newborn. And so here we go with all the things that are happening right now. And another major event currently taking place in the sky. It's Pluto conjoined Mars in Aquarius. And this is really harsh aspect, lighting up the warning signs for road rage ahead. So check in which natal house this aspect is happening for you guys. Like for example, if you have that in the third house, like it represents the close environment, your neighbors, your neighborhood, the things that you are familiar with, um, you could be feeling the rage in that area in your life. So if this point is very strong for you, it doesn't happen for everyone, like in the same level. I mean, but you could be feel some kind of rage or urgency to act or getting angry and don't know exactly where it comes from. Well, check that, please. Where is your Aquarius in your natal Aquarius in your natal chart? Because Pluto and Mars are conjoining in there. Okay. Now another major event that will take place finally. This is up ahead, February 17, 2026. A major annular solar eclipse will take place in the fourth degree sidereal Aquarius, tropical Capricorn. And the 4 degrees, this is the theory, degree theory, and I'm gonna make a video about this in depth in another time because most people don't know about the degree theory and then the decanates. But this is very important. The 4th degree belongs to Cancer and it's ruled by the moon. So family and familiar house mothers gonna be affected positively. Okay, cross your fingers. Check where is this aspect in your natal chart. Okay, now what gonna bring these annular solar eclipse that gonna take place on February 17th? It will be a major shifting, much more energy gonna shift. All the stagnant energy that we have been holding, or it has been holding us up, better say, on certain areas of our life, whatever this aspect is taking place, will be shifted, will be moved. Okay, the energy of this eclipse will speed up a process on the house where you have this natal Aquarius or the tropical Capricorn in your life. Okay, so this is all what I can share with you today. I think I don't have anything else. Yeah, this is, I'm checking my notes. Okay, guys, I wish this is extremely valuable for you. The access topic and the important notes that I'm giving you about the major events happening right now. I don't make a lot of fuss about this. I know a lot of astrologers are talking about this over and over again, but I just want to pinpoint these special things for you inside this video as educational purposes or for educational purposes. Okay, I'm not AI. I'm gonna keep repeating this all the time. I'm a human being. I don't work with AI. Just because I don't show my face or myself on the video, you don't need to see me. You only need my knowledge and to grasp these knowledge that I'm sharing with you guys. So I hope and I wish this is valuable for you. And if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Leave me a comment if you're interested in some topic. If you have any comment about things that you're feeling like the Pluto Mars conjoining or the Neptune Saturn shifting signs, major events in your life, if you want to share some stories, anyways, it will be much appreciated. All welcome. Okay, all the best for you guys. Until the next one. Ciao, ciao.